Okay, thank you. This was very interesting, and you saw us writing, so we definitely will take this with us when we are writing the report. And I try to think, what is the overarching important thing that I hear in all the stories? And I think I have to go back to its awareness. And if there is awareness, if we believe, and I don't mean you, but as a society, that this is something that we have to do something, we have to change some things, I think it's possible. And I just thought about a model, and I never know the right name, but I'm sure that Francis will correct me, from McCoach and Siegel, Goal Achievement Model. It's the right term. I always say the wrong term, but, well, it doesn't matter. But what they actually say in a simple way, it's not enough to have the possibilities to do a task. You need to be motivated, and to be motivated, you have to see the value of the task. You have to be pretty sure that it is possible to succeed, and you have to be sure of your own competence. And I think we use that model for students, but I think we can use it as a society. That if, as a society, again, we see the value of doing something for this group of learners, and we think we can succeed, and we think we have the competence for that, then it must be possible. That's what I think. And that's, now, I'm not getting in all the details. I wrote them down, don't worry, we will discuss them. But I think this will be the most important, that people who are responsible take that responsibilities, that we understand that we need resources for that, because not having money, of course there's money, it's always priorities. So if you are aware that this should be a priority, there will be money, I'm sure. So that's what I wanted to say. Maybe you want to add some things.
Okay, so yeah, maybe I can come back to the paradigms where we started at, because the question about is it possible that 1/5 or even more in a school are in the gifted or cognitively strong learners program? Statistically, that's not possible, or how many are there? This thinking is rooted in the gifted child paradigm, because from a talent development perspective, cognitively, there is no cognitively strong learning status. It's something that has some malleability and that needs motivation, self-regulation, risk-taking, charisma, psychological strength to flourish. So there are a lot of conditions that need to fall into place to keep that status. And maybe it's not helpful to think in this status, because if you, for example, look at our definition, cognitively strong learners, these could be high-achieving students, and high-achieving students are not necessarily among the top 10% in terms of top cognitive abilities, but they have a high achievement-related potential and show high achievement. Why shouldn't they be included? They could have an average IQ, but a very good constellation of psychosocial factors, self-regulation, emotional stability, self-concept, that really allows them to achieve on top levels. That's great. And they should be included, to my perspective. Also, yeah, then there are others who have high cognitive abilities but lack self-confidence. But this can be supported. And they should be in this group too. So maybe it's not helpful to think in numbers of how many there are, but just in conditions that are needed to develop potential. And to do this, I think, from a German perspective, we overdo it sometimes. But it's also helpful to talk about achievement and performance. Usually we think we have to foster motivation and emotional stability to help students achieve, But if you look at the evidence, the influence from achievement on motivation, self-regulation, emotion is stronger many times. So if you help people to be successful, they might develop motivation. And also in Germany, I see a lot of initiatives trying to foster interest in students. But interest usually arises from the experience of being competent. Maybe we can help students to develop motivations by helping them to achieve, but not overdoing this. It needs to be in a balance, but this perspective, I think, would be very important too. So thank you very much.